didn't burn me, it built me. Fire, smoke, silence, after screams. That's where I was born. They thought the flames would erase me, that the smoke would swallow my name. But the blaze didn't end me, it introduced me. I rose from ruin, not pure, just proven, not innocent, just inevitable. Every burn became a badge, every scar a scripture, every whisper of pain a prayer I wrote in blood. They called me the devil's disciple. I didn't deny it, because when angels abandoned me, the fire stayed. I learned mercy from heat. I learned patience from pain. I learned truth from silence. These ruins around me, not graves, monuments, proof that I refused to bow. I didn't crawl out begging for redemption. I walked out crowned in flame. I didn't find peace, I became it. The fire didn't destroy me, it designed me. It sculpted the madness into meaning. Now the ashes whisper my name, not in pity, in reverence. Because I was never its victim, I was its creation, the son of fire, the disciple who learned mercy from hell itself. Mercy doesn't bloom in heaven, it crawls out of hell. Pain was the teacher, fire was the classroom, and every scream was a lesson. I learned patience from the burn, discipline from the ashes, clarity from the smoke that blinded me. They told me pain breaks you. They lied. It builds you quietly, brick by brick, while the world looks away. Hell didn't punish me. It prepared me. It stripped me of illusions, one flame at a time. Up there, they talk about faith. Down here, we learn proof. Faith is easy when skies are clear. Try believing when your skin melts and your name turns to dust. I saw truth in the fire. It doesn't whisper comfort. It screams honesty. It shows you who you are when there's nothing left to hide behind. The heat burned away the masks, the pride, the fear. All that remained was me. I stopped asking why me, started asking what now, and the flames answered, stand taller. Every blister became a vow, every scar a commandment. Pain is not the enemy, comfort is. Because the moment you stop hurting, you stop growing. So when I say I learned from hell, understand this, I didn't just survive the fire, I studied it, and now I speak its language. They called themselves the angels, but they were just cowards with wings. I remember the light, soft, gentle, fake. They smiled while sharpening knives behind halos. They preached love, but vanished when I bled. Their wings shimmered only in daylight. At night, they hid. When I fell, no one caught me. Not the saints, not the friends who swore loyalty under sunlight. They watched me burn and prayed it looked poetic. That was the day I stopped believing in saviors, because the ones who called themselves holy were the first to lock the gates. Heaven closed its eyes, hell opened its arms, and between them I chose silence. I learned more in darkness than I ever did in their light, because at least the shadows don't lie. They don't promise, they don't pretend. They show you the truth, that angels fall too. They just fall softer. I buried my faith in their ashes, and from that grave I grew spine instead of wings. So when they look down now, whispering my name in fear, I smile, because I know their secret. They didn't abandon me out of purity. They left because they saw what I was becoming, and they were right. Angels can't survive where gods are reborn. He didn't save me, he sharpened me. The devil never came with promises. No mercy, no miracles, only mirrors. He showed me what I was, raw, broken, real. And then he smiled. Not the smile of comfort, the smile of recognition, like he'd been waiting for me. People think he tempts. No, he tests. He whispers truth that saints are too afraid to speak. He didn't hand me power. He forced me to earn it, one scar at a time. He watched me crawl through the fire, and when I stood, he didn't clap. He nodded. Because the devil doesn't offer pity, he offers perspective. He teaches through pain, through silence, through the kind of loneliness that cracks your bones and feeds your hunger. He made me choose weakness or weapon. I chose steel, cold, unforgiving, alive. The world begged me to stay pure. He dared me to stay real. And that's the difference. Heaven asks for obedience. Hell demands evolution. So no, he didn't save me. He didn't heal me. He honed me. He turned my soul into a blade. And now, every time I breathe, the air cuts. Mercy isn't forgiveness. It's restraint. They think mercy is kindness. It's not. It's control. Forgiveness is what the weak offer to feel holy. Mercy is what the powerful offer to show discipline. I learned it the hard way, when I had every reason to destroy, and chose silence instead. Not because they deserved it, but because I didn't need it. True mercy isn't a gift. It's a statement. It says, I could have ended you, but I didn't. That's the kind of mercy hell respects. Not the mercy that trembles, the one that stares straight into chaos and stays calm. I learned that mercy isn't peace, it's power. Because if you can hold your wrath in your palm and not release it, you've already won. Mercy is not about sparing others. It's about proving mastery over yourself. There's a silence that's louder than revenge, a stillness sharper than any blade. That silence, that pause before destruction, that's where real power lives. So now when I spare, I don't smile, I don't bless. I just look them in the eyes and whisper, remember who could have. Because mercy isn't the absence of vengeance. It's the proof you never needed it. You can't rule a kingdom you never bled for. The ground beneath me still breathes smoke. Every stone here remembers my fall. Every shadow here once laughed at my pain. I built my throne out of what tried to bury me. Brick by betrayal, stone by scar. And now I sit higher than their pity. They thought the fire would erase me, but I used the ashes as foundation. They thought the ruins meant defeat, but ruins are just blueprints for gods who refuse to die. I don't wear gold, I wear ghosts. Every betrayal sits on my shoulders like armor. Every failure, a jewel in my crown. Power isn't inherited. It's earned in silence, in solitude, in suffering no one claps for. I no longer crave worship, only remembrance. Because kings fade, but legends echo. They tried to bury my name. Now they speak it in fear. They mocked my scars. Now they call them prophecy. This crown isn't forged of glory. It's forged of consequence, and it burns to wear it. But I wear it proudly, because the fire didn't destroy me. It crowned me. It made me the ruler of what's left and the architect of what's coming. Even demons have codes. Even darkness has loyalty. They think hell is chaos. They're wrong. Hell has order, sharper than any law above. Up there, they talk about virtue. Down here, we live by code. No masks, no lies, only truth, brutal and pure. In the pit, loyalty means everything. You don't promise it, you prove it. And once you break it, you bleed for it. I learned honor where saints refused to look, in the eyes of beasts who never pretended to be angels, in the silence between two killers who understood respect. Hell taught me this. Evil is not the absence of morality. It's the absence of hypocrisy. We don't hide our sins. We master them. We don't kneel for forgiveness. We stand for consequence. I've seen demons keep their word while men of faith broke theirs with a smile. So I stopped calling them monsters and started calling them honest. Honor isn't about being good. It's about being real, about holding your word even when your soul is screaming. That's the creed I carry, the law I bleed for, the discipline that fire carved into my bones. Because hell didn't steal my honor, it refined it. I walked through fire so others could learn to stand in smoke. It ends where it began, among ashes, among whispers that once called me damned. I look around. Nothing remains of the man I was. Only echoes, only fireprints where footsteps used to be. But I am not mourning, I am remembering. Every wound became scripture, every scream a sermon, every fall a coronation. They said I'd never rise. I didn't. I returned, different, darker, defined. The devil's disciple? No, the devil's lesson. I learned that pain isn't punishment, it's passage. That mercy isn't surrender, it's supremacy. I learned that silence breaks crowns, that patience builds empires, that chaos breeds gods. Now I walk, not as a man, but as a reminder, a warning carved in flame, a name that survived every prayer for its end. I don't seek redemption, I became it in my own image. Hell gave me the tools, I built the throne, and now I rule nothing, yet command everything. Because legends aren't crowned by applause, they're crowned by endurance, by fire that refuses to die. So let them speak of heaven, let them fear hell, but when they whisper of me, let them lower their voice, because I didn't escape the fire. I became its author, and my story still burns. Hell didn't make me evil, it made me honest, because evil is just what truth looks like to those still living behind lies. Hell stripped me bare. It took the masks, the softness, the noise, and what was left was clarity. No halos, no wings, just fire, and a will that refused to die. So no, I'm not holy, I'm not pure, I'm awake, and that is mercy.